Hey there, Derek Thompson, Results Personal Training and Group Fitness. I wanted to teach you today about how to fix your shoulder pain. If you currently have a shoulder issue, for example, it could be a shoulder impingement in your shoulder, it could be a rotator cuff problem within your shoulder, it could be frozen shoulder as well. Okay, there's a former surgeon who performed shoulder surgeries called Dr John Kirsch, K-I-R-S-C-H. You can look him up online. He wrote a book on how to fix shoulders. He stopped performing shoulder surgery because he found that this fixed over 90% of shoulder problems. He had 92 case studies, and of the 92, 90 people were fixed through just doing this simple thing that doesn't cost you a penny, or it can cost you very little if you invest in a small piece of equipment. I'll go into that later. Okay, so what we're looking to do is, there is one proviso, however, before you can do this. You must be able to lift your arm up to parallel, or maybe a little bit above, unaided. Okay, if you can do that, then you are well qualified to benefit from doing this type of therapy. If not, then maybe it's not for you. Okay, but most people, if they have a shoulder issue, can still lift their arm up to parallel, unaided, on the side where they have the shoulder problem. So what you're going to be doing is hanging therapy. Okay, so we are the 6th primate apparently, and all of the other primates, they hang, right? And we don't hang. So what we get is we get these impingement and compression joint issues, whether it's our shoulders or our lower back, etc., because we don't hang. And we can fix these simply by hanging. It's that simple, right? You've got nothing to lose by giving us a go. So I'm going to show you today how you do it. I've got the chin and dip machine here so I can do it. But let's say that you don't have a chin and dip machine. You can hang on a door, which I'm going to show you shortly, or you get those wall-mounted chin-in bars that you turn and they expand and they fill up the gap in the door frame, and you can hang on those, okay? Or you get the other ones that you just clip and they sit against the wall and have a doorway chin-up bar. These are cheap and easy to get. You can go to Argos and get yourself a doorway chin-up bar easily, or order it on Amazon or whatever, or eBay. Or you'll find used ones on Facebook Marketplace. Chuck it up there and then just hang on it, right? So, I'll show you. All you're doing is palms away, okay? And you can keep your feet on the floor at first, because you probably won't be able to do it without any real discomfort without keeping your feet on the floor. So if you need to put a step under the floor, if your bar is high enough for that, then do that. Or just keep your feet on the floor and slowly bend the knees to lower yourself down gradually. So, palms away, grip it with a pull-up grip, hands away, and then just slowly start to lower yourself down. And now I'm starting to feel a bit of a stretch through the shoulder joints. Okay, and you would do this at first, holding that position for between 10 and 30 seconds, or longer if you can. Okay, and you can build up to the point where you can do it with one foot on the floor. Okay, so now I've got more weight through my shoulders and less weight on the floor, meaning that it's a little bit more intensive. And then you can build it up until you're doing full body weight. So I've now lifted my feet off the floor and I'm hanging here with full body weight, and again it feels a bit more intensive while I'm holding the stretch. So you can do this between 10 and 30 seconds, okay? And you can do it multiple times a day, ideally, and you'll really benefit from it. Just hanging here, nice and relaxed, decompression, the shoulder joint, and a light stretch through the lower back as well, so you're getting that extra benefit from it as well. So do it multiple times a day though, so I've just done it there for, I don't know, roughly 30 seconds approximately, and then I can do that again several times. You can also add in, as Dr John Kirsch advises, front raises, which you can do with between 1 pound and 8 pound in weight. So you do on your shoulder that's bothering you, you do a front raise, okay, all the way up to here, and then back down, or through the best range of motion that you can get. If you've got frozen shoulder, you might not get up as far as that, but just do the range that you can. Okay, and you do this, I'll show you from the side, straight up, okay, and down. You can hold here at the toughest point, up and down, and you can build this up so you would do until you feel real fatigue in the front of the shoulder. Okay, so it might take you 15 reps, you might have to go up to 30 reps, but then you can start using a slightly heavier weight. So that was 1 pound weight, this one here is just under 3 pounds in weight. So again, same move, up and down. Okay, and once you've done your repetitions of those, your shoulders fatigued, you can, as I said, keep building up the weight that you're using between 1 pound up to 8 pounds. And then you do a lateral raise out to the side, like so, all the way up and down, just slowly down. You'll have to go down to about here. If you go here, you're just resting at that point. So moving from here up, right up high, and then down, just to there and back up. And then once you've done all of those, you can lean forward a little. Either just with your hand on your thigh, or you can lean on top of something to take the weight out of your lower back, and then from there you go straight back the way, all the way up, doing a rear raise, and then right up high and down, slowly and back up, and squeeze and down again. Do enough reps until you feel real fatigue in the shoulder, and build up the weights progressively over a period of weeks. And what you'll find is that your shoulder's going to get a lot better, but you need to persevere with it. And don't just take my word for it. Just to prove that I'm not pulling your chain, I'm going to post a link to a video by a couple of physios that did this, and there's a whole host of comments underneath by people saying how much they benefited from doing this and how they went for physio and it didn't sort them out, and then they've gone and done just a simple hanging therapy and it's sorted them out. Okay, so I'm going to show you where else you can do it. So I'm just going to move the camera over this way. Okay, and from here, I'm filming myself today, so you can do it on the door. So even if you don't have one of those chin-up bars which cost peanuts to get, then you can just do it on a door. So what you do is, the door will always hold your full body weight, by the way, so no concerns that you're going to wrench the door off its hinges or anything like that. It's not going to happen. A door is strong enough to hold your body weight, no problem. So hands up top again, hands away, and then just bend to the knees and the hand here. So it's much the same, just hanging from the door, and that's all you got to do. Just do that, but do it consistently. You wouldn't go to, you wouldn't go and do one session of stretching and expect to become flexible, would you? You wouldn't go to yoga once and expect to become a yogi, or expect to be really flexible from that and be really good at yoga, right? So you have to do it consistently, but it's worth it, because if you can get rid of that pain might be there all of your waking hours, which could be 16 hours a day, right? And it could even be waking you up through the night. So you could be in more than 16 hours of pain a day. If you could spend 10 minutes of doing these regular stretches throughout the day, just hanging from a door, hanging from a bar, and it eradicates your pain, and it takes you 10 minutes a day, right? 10 minutes a day for more than 16 hours of relief a day. It's worth it, so get to it and do it consistently. And if you want any further help with it, drop me a message anytime. If you like the video, hit the like button, or hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of this type of video content. And thank you for watching the video today. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.